Some of Australia's best-known entertainers have united to give disadvantaged children a better start in life through the power of music. They've raised a massive $240,000 for the Australian Children's Music Foundation. It's the brainchild of well-loved entertainer Don Spencer, whose music program has enriched the lives of children from Juvenile Justice Centres to remote communities. The Foundation's second annual ball was held in Sydney over the weekend, where I took the opportunity to speak with its many high-profile supporters, including Don's daughter Danielle and her actor husband Russell Crowe.
What Don's doing with this foundation is fantastically important. He's putting musical instruments in the hands of kids that might not otherwise have that opportunity. I think he's making a great difference. I think that's been recognised by the federal government now, and hopefully in an ongoing way.
It's a wonderful thing to concentrate on, even if you're not a particularly talented musician. I still think that it is a wonderful outlet for kids. It's just something aside from their academic studies or sport. It's a whole other realm to explore.
What we're involved with is bringing inspiration into people's lives.
If we were playing more music, we'd have less problems.
Don comes over every day and sings at least half a dozen of his greatest hits.
Is that when you leave?
It's a kind of tag team.
Yeah. And Don Spencer joins me now in the studio. Hi, Don. Welcome and congratulations.
Thank you.
You've been working hard on this project for 5 years now and it's really paid off. You're really touching the lives of marginalised kids. Tell us about the response from the kids in the juvenile centres.
Well, it has been a wonderful response because some of those children are so disconnected. They've had such terrible lives, and we find that once they get involved with the music, we've had kids who used to self-mutilate, some kids who wouldn't even communicate. They're part of a band, they're playing, and that everything changes because they feel good about themselves and there's something they find they can do, because instead of being unable to keep up with other people in their academic studies because of their backgrounds, they feel they can do something. And of course everybody in the world loves music, everybody relates to music, and it's a great way to connect with children who are out of the loop.
And you're also taking music to kids in disadvantaged schools, supplying teachers and instruments. The kids must just love that. How do they respond to the program?
Well, again, it's a similar thing. We've been in areas where the very disadvantaged areas, and we found that the children, once they start joining in with a choir or doing percussion, whatever it is we get them, depending on the age groups, of course, then they respond and they start connecting with each other. The divisions seem to disappear, and everybody just feels so much more enthusiastic about things. And of course, when you get them to school to play the music, it gives them a chance to also learn other things.
Well, there's been a lot of recent negative press about Indigenous communities. How's the program helping kids in remote areas?
Well, again, that's one of our big successes was that we started up in Cape York, and we've been providing instruments to the Northern Territory and other parts of Australia. But again, the idea is that a lot of these kids have nothing to do, and they won't go to school, or they don't need to go to school. So we get them to play instruments. They start enjoying that, start that community effort, and then they're going to school and they're learning other things while they're learning their instruments. And it isn't all about finding musicians. It's about getting them to connect and inspiring them to realise there are other things out there that they've never been exposed to before, because they've never had the opportunity to participate in music.
Congratulations, Don. You've done a fantastic job. It's a great effort, and I know it's ongoing too. And just very briefly, we haven't got time to talk about it, but you've opened up a competition that can be entered by any child in the country.
Yes.
That's the National Songwriting Competition. And if you'd like to know about it, you'll find details on our website, yahoo7.com.au/news. Thank you very much for your time this morning, Don Spencer.
Thank you.
And next in